Hello, it's me and my hands. And music that's playing this afternoon, we've got a little bit of a smooth winter jazz. I don't know why I fancied that. We're doing filigree today, and filigree kind of tends to be either sort of like Indian or European, like northern Italy and stuff. So I looked up like Italian music, you know, chill music, and it started with the blooming cornetto theme. So I was like, no, we're not having that one. But anyway, like this sparkly bits. Shall I show you my rings first? First of all, so I got this one the other day. This is from the Jewellery channel, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it now. I thought it was cool anyway, but now, like, I think it's blooming lovely. So yeah, that's a ruby on top with enameling, sterling silver, fully hallmarked, like this proper English essay mark in there as well. And that little, see there, that's a sapphire. I thought that was a really nice detail. So that's cool. I've got a very brutalist style silver bracelet on. And then this one is very heavy, unmarked, but sterling silver. And I don't know what those stones are, but I tried that pen on it the other day, you know, the diamond dazzle thing, and it really does work. That doesn't help at all, does it? But it is proper, like, under the right lights, it's proper twinkly. But unfortunately, they're not diamonds or sapphires, because I presidium tested them and they don't come up as anything. Real shame. Anyways, what have we got in the box? So we had a request for filigree, and filigree is not something that I know too much about, to be honest. I did Wikipedia it, and I'm presuming that this is the filigree that we sort of mean and kind of know, rather than just scroll stuff, if you know what I mean. This is proper filigree. Well, most of it is proper filigree stuff, like filigree the technique, you know. So well, let's just pull something out and let's start with this, shall we? So most of the items in here are silver, but they're not 925 silver like these bits. They're more likely to be 800 silver, which is a foreign lower grade silver, and sometimes stamped and sometimes not. So I don't think this is stamped, and there's no markings on this one, but this one did test out to be silver. It's as you can see, it's like almost white, and I think it's been cleaned, but cleaned very roughly, not by me, may I add. But I think it's been cleaned in a cleaning solution, because it was probably very dark, and I'll show you an example of that now. To see massive difference. So that one obviously has not been cleaned, because that is stinking. And I think that one has been silver dipped, and it's a real shame, because even though, like, that is still super pretty, I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? But you can see underneath, it looks almost white, and it kind of takes away from the silveriness. Thankfully, it's not so much on the right side, so it still looks gorgeous. Yeah, but anyway, that's a nice pendant. Really lovely 3D, like the way they've built up all of the scroll work there. Quite Etruscan in style. I'll show you more Etruscan style things in a bit. So there we go. This is another, again, this is silver. So you might see that like in a charity shop or in a job lot or at the bottom of, you know, a jewellery box somewhere, and think that it's just, you know, a bit of dirty old metal. But actually it's more likely to be silver. You can tell from the tarnish on it. Now this one would have to be very carefully cleaned, so this won't be something that I would just put in a solution, but that would be super pretty. Lovely flower again, it's got like the stamen coming out there, Lovely scroll work on the leaves. So if you can see, it's almost like, well, it is twisted metal. What they do is they pull and pull and pull the silver and then twist it round and round and round to create that kind of rope effect. And then it's almost like quilling if you've ever paper quilled. And they do that. It's quite unusual. So yeah, I said about Etruscan just then. So the Etruscan region is like North Italy, as in like Tuscany. And I'm not sure if that's where this originated from, like this technique. I think it probably originated in India and then was adapted across parts of Europe. Apparently it's used in Portugal as well, but I'm not sure what the identifiers of something that's Portuguese would be. But Etruscan you can kind of tell in style. It almost looks Moroccan as well, like North Africa. So these are 2 clip-on earrings. Again, these are like 800 silvers. So these are quite Etruscan in style, especially you see with the little knobbly bits, the little nipples. So these could be Etruscan or North African. The fab work on there as well. Especially like this one, again, it's domed and it looks almost floral. Like tiny, tiny little flowers. And then, see, it's got just the flat back there. But from this angle, it looks like they could be mother of pearl in there. That's what I thought they were when I first picked them up. I thought that was mother of pearl. But it's not. It's actually just, see, it's see-through. That is just like the silver in the background. So I think they're super pretty pairs of earrings, those. Very summery. We're all thinking of like having some nice holidays now, aren't we? Because the end is nigh. But it's kind of in sight, isn't it? We're thinking that we might be able to go places, and that would be kind of lush. Oh, this is a super cute bracelet that's kind of wound around things. Not sure if I've shown this before, if I've shown something similar. I had, I still have in my Etsy shop actually, a filigree bracelet that's got like, I think it's got a swan on it. But there you go, it's a nice panel bracelet. That's about 7.5 inches. See again, lovely scroll work in there. Wonder if it has got any marks. No, I can't see any marks on there. It's blooming adverts on the playlist, how weird. No wonder it's got thumbs down. But yeah, that's quite nice. They almost look like eyes, don't they? Got another bracelet. This one isn't silver though. This is actually, I think, modern costume. But again, you can see that little Etruscan style detail in there. A little bit of faux turquoise. And then a little either black or purple stone in there, I think. So another panel bracelet, but this didn't test as silver, so it might be, it might have a slight silver content, but it's more than likely going to be like tin of some sort. Again, probably a souvenir piece. Still very handsome. Yeah, it's quite nice. But yeah, we're all thinking of holidays, aren't we? I did message Carla and I was like, right, I want a holiday, dude. First plane out to wherever, that's what we're doing, getting on it. Hopefully me and my other mates can go as well, but it all kind of depends on their work really. I suppose that's the thing about being a reseller, is you can just go, yeah, I'll have that week off. Different if you've got bosses, isn't it? Right, this broken brooch, bless it. See, its clasp is broken. This is filigree that, it's like a different type of filigree. It's a different technique. So whereas that's like paper quilling, This is like stamped, so stamped in brass possibly. And even though it's got that, again, it's got that little nipply bit, that sort of Etruscan feel, this is more likely to be like Austrian or Bavarian, like Germany. So this is more like your actual Bohemian with check glass. So that's possibly check glass or Austrian glass in there. With a proper dirty faux pearl, I don't think that pearl is original to that, because it's a faux and it's doesn't seem quite right, but it is an example of filigree. It's almost quite Art Nouveau looking. That would have been such a cool brooch if it wasn't for that blooming pearl in the middle. I love the colour green. But you know, maybe someone out there can rescue it. They'd have to rescue the clasp as well. It's poorly bab. And then I suppose another kind of technique using the wire, we all know cloisonne, don't we? So this is a nice cloisonne ring with enamel in there, lots of different blues and blacks and greens in there. So again, this is using fine wire, lay it down and then see fill in the enamel in between. I've never done cloisonne work, but I have done enameling, so I know how tricky that must be. It's tricky even to just get a plain surface of enamel, let alone fill it in like that. So a lot of workmanship in there, which is quite cool. But again, they have that kind of scroll work in there that's very similar to filigree. I just thought I'd show that as well, just because I thought it was a nice example. Anyway, back to proper filigree. Right, what else have we got? Oh, yes. So I can't remember who it was that actually requested filigree, sorry. But I said, oh yeah, I've got some cool filigree brooches. So this was one of the ones that I was wanting to show. So we've got really cool, what, like angelfish, perhaps? But look at the lovely long fins and the really cool detail in the tail. You've got a little nubbin as an eye. Now this one is stamped. If you have a look on the back. So stamped HS or HB maybe. Now this one is 925. So this might actually be, I don't know. It's not an old foreign silver. Maybe something to look up that. But kind of cool. Wonder where he's from, because filigree is apparently also used in like Greek things as well. But I don't think I would really notice, you know, well, I think I could tell Italian kind of styles, like, you know, like the Etruscan sort of styles, but I'm not sure what the Greek kind of style would be. I should imagine maybe something like this with the enameling. Kind of reminds me of Santorini in a way with the blues, this one. Again, this is that raised like 3D look, and this has got a gold gilt on it. So really unusual, that one. And I like how it's kind of cut out of the petals at the top there and the little spirals of enamel. So you can see where there's sort of crossovers in styles as well. Lovely little flower. And we just said about Greece, didn't we? So this is a Maltese cross. Now, I'm not very good at geography, but I do know that in the Eurovision Song Contest, it used to be that Greece always voted for Malta and Cyprus. Well, they all kind of voted for each other, so I'm presuming they're quite close. But yeah, that's a Maltese cross. Again, done in filigree. Little spirals in there. Again, not signed or anything. I very rarely find filigree bits that actually do have any kind of markings on. The chain isn't native to this. The chain is something that's been added later. You can see it's a lot shinier than the actual, like, foreign silver metal. Now this is what I kind of think of as being filigree. and that is in the, well, some people call it the Hamza hand. I've always known it as being a Fatima hand, as being like an African thing, like the hand of Fatima, mainly because we used to have chickens and one of them was called Fatima. We had 3 chickens, Fatima, Fatima and Mahatma, because we were that cool. But you can see the kind of Indian influence in there and African influences as well, like North Africa. That's super cool. That one is stamp 925. That's a modern, it is quite modern, I think, this one. Probably maybe another touristy piece, but you know, what's wrong with that? It's still pretty. But yeah, that's more what I think of as being filigree, I guess. The more known sort of examples. This one, not technically filigree, but I just thought it was pretty, and it kind of takes on a sort of filigree style. It's lovely. What would they be? Not oak leaves, are they? Maple? But if you look super, super close, you see there's tiny little scrolls in there as well. So probably not made in the same way as this one would be made, with all the swirls of metal. I don't know how they would make this. It wouldn't have had the intricate craftsmanship that one would have been done. This perhaps might be machine made rather than handmade. I don't know. But you can definitely see the influence in there of like all the scroll work. Oh, let's get a little super pretty bit out, shall we? Okay, so this one, again, this is not something I find too often, but filigree work with like little stones in it. So this is super pretty, and it's got little pink stones, possibly, I don't know, what could that be? It's not a rose quartz. Pink topaz maybe? I haven't tested these, so it might be a proper little stone. But see, cute little like 4-pointed flower in there, and these lovely bezel set stones. And you can kind of see like Art Deco sort of styles in there, or at least I can anyway. But see how there's like the really fine scroll work there. And then if you have a look on my definitely Art Deco ring, there's very fine twisted scroll work, like around there as well. So styles do merge, I suppose, don't they? Okay, let's have another little necklace. This is a cutie. It's quite sweet little flower. Again with the green in the middle, I like that. I think this is quite modern, very lightweight. And it's got a nice high shine on it. Lovely. Put it next to that green one. Right, most things here are like 800 silver. And I'm cheating a bit on this one in so many ways, because this is probably modern. This isn't really technically filigree work. It's tangled, ooh you bugger. And it's also not 800 silver, and it's not 835 silver, which would be probably German, and it's not 925 silver. This is stamped 950, which is either platinum, but it's not platinum, or it's Britannia silver, so it's a higher concentrate of silver. It's going to be a right bugger, isn't it? Right, come on. Undo the clasp. Now let go. Let go. Okay. There we go. Do the clasp back up. Right, so stamped on there 950 on the clasp. But I got this just because it's like the wire wrapping kind of thing. That I don't know if people count that as filigree. but that's not exactly something that's easy to do, I think. So this is wire, silver wire wrapped around crystal. This I found in a charity shop ages and ages ago, easily over a year. Well, obviously, probably about 18 months ago, in Cowbridge. And I just thought it was really cool. I didn't realise it was silver when I bought it, not until I got it home, but I just, look at that. That's fab, isn't it? That's modern. I think it's modern. Super cool. I like that one. That's probably why I haven't listed it yet. Oh, there's some lovely bits coming up, and then there's 2 bonus bits which are just pretty things that I want to show you. Now this to me feels like it may be Greek, somewhere seafaring, I don't know. But because to me it looks like a boat. What do you think? It looks almost like a Viking ship, but it couldn't be. But see a boat there, maybe even gondola in style with like the curve, but then the sails on there, and again that little Etruscan nipple in the middle. Little jangly bits, which to me makes it feel a bit Indian inspired. It's so hard to tell where things can be from. Getting quite dark on the back there, but nice and shiny on the front. But yeah, that looks like a boat to me. That's cool. Oh, okay, right, let's do this one. Right. This needs a good polish, but this is beautiful. Look at that. So, possibly Sleeping Beauty turquoise in there, or plastic, I don't know. Hard to tell when they're that small. But all of this is proper silver. I think there is a mark. Yeah, I think on the back of most bits it says 925. These lovely bars, like linked bars. But you see how it's got that Art Nouveau, Art Deco kind of shape to it, with the drops and the teardrops. Like almost Art Deco kind of fancy. You can see where all of these influences come from. I think that's gorgeous. Just imagine that. Nice white long dress on the beach in Croatia, because that's really where I want to be. Oh. We will be having holidays soon, guys. We'll be leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Okay, 3 bits left. Technically 1 bit is 2 bits. Okay. So this is the last bit of proper filigree stuff. These are my favourite bits of filigree that I've got. And I think these would be Italian or Spanish, or maybe even the Portuguese that we were on about. But aren't they cool? So this one's a pendant, and then this one's a brooch. So you can even still see like the solder marks and stuff from when it's been made. But look at them. I don't know what, are they like flamenco guitars maybe? But see, and they're quite weighty, quite deep. But yeah, aren't they lush? I think they are so, so cute. Obviously they'd have to go together. I wouldn't want to separate them. They came together, they've got to go together. But I love them. And they're really unusual. I haven't seen anything like that. I tried to look them up, and I'm gonna have a quick little Filigree silver guitar. I mean, let's see if there is anything. There's a banjo charm, violin brooch. Ah, there are a couple of things on there, but they're saying silver. Ah, there we go. Ooh, there's one. Oh, there's an enamelled one. That's quite pretty. Yeah, around the £20 mark for one. But they are super cute, aren't they? Where can these guys go? They'll go in the corner here. So that's the end of the filigree, but I'll just show you a couple of little extra bits that have got scrolly bits on it. The things that just, I went, oh, yeah, I'll show that as well. So the first one is this little locket pendant that I've got, and you think, oh, that's gold, Lex, that's gold, you're showing us gold. No, unfortunately not. It's rolled gold, but it's still cool. And I like it because, again, it's got nice etched scroll work in there. And you would think, well, all this scroll work comes from Europe, doesn't it? Europeans use that. This is made in America. And it's got a little girl in there. But yeah, there's, around the outside, there's some marks. And it just says USA somewhere down there. Yeah, I just thought that was really cute. Kind of nice. And then the last little bit, because not really scrolls, but the kind of scrolls you would see in real life, in like ammonites and stuff, but this is glass. And this is a pendant set in silver, handmade by my friend's mother. She used to run her own little jewellery making business called Flame and Glass. She still makes stuff now, but she's more into her photography and art and things now. But yeah, she used to hand blow and melt glass and fuse glass together, and I've seen her do it and it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, she made this, so she made it look like a fossil. Like, how awesome is that? But I love that. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that as well. Because why not? Right, that's it then, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Again, if there is anything here you fancy, except that, yeah, no, then please do let me know. Email me on the address just below this, or message me on Instagram, and yeah, we'll have a chat about stuff. I think the next video that I do of these might be an Art Nouveau one, maybe, if I have enough. I have got the prettiest little original Art Nouveau pendant in gold, and it is, oh, I love it. That's in my own personal collection, but I will show you that. And if I find other Art Nouveau stuff, I might do Art Nouveau and Art Deco together, maybe. We'll see. And maybe splash a bit of Macintosh in there as well. Who knows? Anyways, I do hope you've enjoyed. So until next time, bye-bye now. Bye-bye.